Jim.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HotMakes. How you guys doing out there? What's up? Did I do something
I forgot
wrong?
to tell you I would pull us in today.
Oh, well, Caleb's going to pull us in today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HotMakes, the hottest show on the internet, where we pull hot people into a hot live stream and show hot things and say hot things about them, and everything's hot.
We check out some hot dumps. That's what we're
do. Oh, we got some hot dumps to show.
We got some hot dumps to show.
So glad that picked up.
Yeah,
of course it picked up with Sam though. Sam's
hashtag
the hot dump king.
I see Brian Vines, Maker Viking, Local Maker Michigan, RC Maniac, Simon.
Filament Stories, Courtney, what's up?
Stories, what's up? Tim,
we love you.
What's going on?
Also, Tim,
the entire shore's a hot dump. Yes,
Tim. As soon as I placed that filament order the other day, Sarah was like, "I really want some of this color," and I was like, "Dang it, I just put the okay."
Well, welcome to the show. We have a fun one planned tonight. I'm clearly at the desk, at the bench, not at my desk, and we have some good stuff. We have links in the description below for the hot
dumps.
Hot dumps, yeah. There's hot dumps in there. Yeah.
Hot.
If you enjoy the show, consider hitting up the Oreo fund or whatever fund you want it to be. Really, just hit up. There's a link in the description below, and I believe Nightbot will be dropping it in. What else, Caleb?
Yep. We also have super chats and such that you can throw. I don't know. Jim might have already said that. I was reading the comments. Make sure you're watching and subscribed over on the main channel. You have to be, because we're only streaming on the live streaming on the main channel tonight. So that bullet point doesn't matter either. So that's it. All the bullet points, half of them didn't matter. Thank you for giving me the two that didn't matter.
Edge of 3D's here. What? He's here right now. We're going to talk about
under the table.
You know what? We have the perfect guests to talk about Scott. Just in a couple minutes here, because Caleb, something happened over the weekend. That was the best thing ever. I believe it was Friday. And we'll talk. Scott, I love you, man. I love you.
Boy.
That's all I got to say. That's all I have to say. I see Chris
I don't know.
laughing in the camera below already, and he knows what's going on. So does Vicky too. But
we need Jim, we need Scott, and then we need somebody who has a goatee. And between the three of them combined, you'll have the full hair experience.
Yeah. There you go. But we have some amazing guests. We have Chris and Vicky on from the ERRF crew, and just amazing people in the community anyway. And we are 12 days-ish from ERRF, the East Coast Rep Festival, and this is the perfect time to bring them in. If you don't know what that is,
12 days of ERRFmas, right?
Yes, the 12. I love that. The 12 days of ERRFmas. This is where they start giving us stuff. I think they're going to announce that right now. They're both going
big giveaways.
No, it's going to be a blast. And if you don't know what ERRF is, it's the East Coast Rep Festival. It's held in Bel Air, Maryland, and it's awesome. It is such an experience to be there. It's at a college. We're going to talk about that though as soon as we bring our guests in. Scott says he has a special bottle of bourbon just for Chris and Vicky.
Okay, I'm wondering what's going on here.
Let's just bring them in and we're going to talk
let's
about
just do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris and Vicky from the ERRF crew. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey.
Now you got a perfect first-hand look of how we love to talk about people when they can't say anything because they're stuck in the background.
Right.
Well, it keeps things interesting, at least. You know, you got something to laugh at and have fun with over here.
Yeah, like Jim.
Yes, like me. So I didn't say this yet. This right here is the start of what could be a world record. Thank you so much, Andrew Rogers. Thank you so much. Birthday Oreos. I love it. This is the start of what could be a world record. If you don't know, my thing is being crazy. If you don't know, I'm building the world's tallest marble run. I did get accepted from the Guinness Book of World Records, or Guinness World Records is officially what it's called. But to do this and attempt it, and I mean, currently what the plan is to do it in Maryland with you guys. So I'm going to start building while we're talking. So I am listening. I want to talk to you guys, and I talk too much anyway. But I am going to. They hooked me up with some gloop that we're going to put this together.
I muted you for a second.
Caleb fixed it. It's all
it's all right. There was a technical difficulty. I didn't mute you. What I meant to say was I unmuted you when
Yeah,
There was
you
a
mean thank you, Andrews. I appreciate it. We're gonna start building. We're gonna start using some gloop. So, anyways, so how you guys been? We're what, 12 days out? How you feeling?
You love how he's like, let's pull the guests in and then focus on me.
No, not at all. I just realized I didn't explain before I brought him in what the heck this
It's
was.
okay.
Why am I over here?
So I guess I'll go ahead and start off. I think we're doing well. We're super busy. It's coming down to the wire. We don't have a big 20-foot superstructure to build and ship halfway across the country. But yeah, no, we're down to it. It's now more or less at that point that I think the cake is in the oven, as they say. The heavy lifting's been done, and now it's all about nerves and hoping that everything comes together the way that we planned. Right, Vic? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the things that I have left to do. I'm working on a slideshow for our Jumbotron on the Saturday night
Ooh.
dinner. So I get to go and relive all of the best moments of the past ERRFs while I'm like curating that.
Spoiler alert.
And I typically test all the little credit card readers and our little scanners for the tickets. So we'll be doing that. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is my boys and I love to participate in the signature event of the East Coast Rip Rap Festival, which is our
Oh.
3D printed derby, which if you're not familiar with it is just like the Boy Scouts Pinewood Derby. In fact, we have a real Boy Scout troop that's on the premises, and they bring their track, and they are the ones that run the races.
Oh, wow.
So
I guess I never knew that.
yeah, all the 3 previous years, my sons and I, we've done cars. We have ideas, but we haven't modeled our cars yet.
Oh boy.
So we need to
How
get
many days?
into our crunch time there, especially this year. If you're not aware, there's going to be prizes. Every year so far that we've had the 3D printed derby, we've had these marvelous trophies designed by Cole Hastings Goldsteins, and this year, including, you're still getting the nice trophy, but the sponsor, which is West 3D, is putting up
nice.
prizes. So first and second prize of every class is going to get a prize, get something, and the first place gets the trophy as well.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I appreciate all the effort too, putting that, like coordinating all of that and then upping it, every year. That's awesome.
We try, and I want to give West 3D a little plug here, if you don't mind. I'm going to plug these prizes. So we have 3 classes for the 3D printed derby races. 2 of them are racing class, and 1 of them is the show class or the concourse class. We have a basic stock class, and then we have the modified class, which we call creatively fast, and then the concourse. The main race is probably that creatively fast class, and West 3D is putting up, I hope I say this right, a Voron LDO V0.2-S1 kit.
It sounds like we just took a bunch of letters and numbers and scrambled them up.
Isn't that how most of the printers sound these days?
Yes, it is.
V2.
I mean, even from the beginning.
Yeah.
But no, so that's fantastic. For the other 2 classes, for the concourse and the stock class, there'll be a $250 West 3D gift card is the top prize, and then all 3 categories will get a $50 gift card for the second place prize. So want to give West 3D big props for stepping up, being our sponsor for the race, and then stepping up with some great prizes for everybody. I mean, go ahead, spend a little time, design a piece of plastic, print it up, put some wheels on it, and win a printer.
Thank you, West 3D. That's awesome. They've been awesome at a lot of the events. So, I mean, they're really stepping up. They step up for the community pretty dang awesome. So,
I think the first time I met them in person was at Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. They're pretty awesome people.
I'm just focusing on not putting on this backwards.
Don't sniff the glue too much, Jim.
Hey, I'm going to be good by the end of the show, huh? I have fans running, just so you know. I have fans
Caleb's
running.
got the mute button just in case.
I hope so. All right. So just a heads
Jim,
up.
hang on. You put that on backwards.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
kidding.
double checking it right now. To be fair.
Yeah.
So just a heads up, we talked about the Derby races, and we can't talk about the Derby races if we don't talk about the layout.
Okay.
Tripod wants to know if he gets anything for getting Sam to Earth in one piece. He gets a prize for getting Sam to Earth in more than one piece.
Ooh, I like
Mhm.
it. I like it. How about just getting Sam to Earth in general?
How about just getting Sam? Good
yeah.
luck hunting that guy down. He's like hurting a cat. He's bouncing off the walls.
Right. So layout. Let's tech layout. Speaking of Scott.
Yeah.
So an email went out Friday to the the event sponsors and some of the exhibitors that had a sneak peek of the layout, right? And then there was an awesome discussion on Scott's post. Like everybody's talking about where we're going to be, who we're going to be next to, and someone, I think it was
Oh, you mean like
Max.
the booth assignments for the layout?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I thought I looked at the layout
there.
already.
But have not been released yet at that point. Just throw it out there. It was a sneak peek. And so a really good discussion going on. I think Max Metalhead 3D Printing says like, dude, I haven't seen it yet. And Scott's like, oh, here you go. Right on Twitter. And we were like, I was like, I think I put a little like GIF. I like GIF.
GIF. It's GIF.
I know. That was like delete. And then I think Sam like immediately said, that's a nice sneak peek or something like that. And it was
just everything. Yeah.
Great. So, it kind of went on for a minute, and then you guys
I had to step in, and I had to say, hey, I had to be like that parent. Please don't pick on my child, knowing full well that that's going to cause the other children to pick on the child even more. Sorry, Scott. But no, I'll give Scott a break here. He saved me from having to send out one more tweet over the weekend. It was one less thing that was weighing very heavily on my mind as far as when to fit it in over Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
And he took care of it for me on Friday and gave everybody a cool sneak peek.
There you go.
That's right. That's a great way to look at it.
At that point, we've already sent the program to the printers, so
got it.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yeah, got
it's
it.
Just
no, it was awesome, and like we had some fun with Scott, but it was the layout is crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do have a question though. This is the hard one for this year. Okay, I was only told I could ask not one thing, and so I won't talk about that thing. But this thing.
What was that thing? What was the thing you're not supposed to? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
my camera's active.
So here's the question. On the layout that was leaked. This is Little League. That's what I think I put on the other.
Oh, we're playing Little League now.
I'm gonna.
And here's the question for you. Oh yeah, great idea. So here's the question. It looks like is it all the exhibitors are upstairs this year, or is it just like how's that working out this year? Because it looked like a lot of the exhibitors were upstairs.
So
there are a lot of exhibitors. Oh, you go, Chris.
No, go ahead, Vic.
Okay, well, and maybe this version wasn't leaked, but in the program, we are listing our exhibitors and, by initial where you can find them. And so we have a lot of them on the upper concourse area, which also has a real good view of the floor.
Yes.
And then we have a number of exhibitors on the floor as well.
Oh, you do? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I think I was looking at that as going, I think exhibitors are, upstairs this year, but it looks like, so you do have some exhibitors that are down on the main floor too.
Yep. So the most of the majority of our exhibitors are upstairs around, the perimeter of the upper concourse. But this year, we did a bunch of things different this year. One, I have to give credit to, our folks, our friends over at the arena. They do a great job of working with us, and they're real intent on making sure that we keep coming back to them. They really like our event. They have an additive manufacturing, program.
Oh.
They're at the college. David Antol has been there. He's the head of the additive manufacturing group at the school. He's always been there, been a big supporter. And they, we told them that we were looking at moving to potentially different areas because we were feeling a little bit congested on the floor after the last event, and she came back and brought us really a radical floor design or
Nice.
redesign and how we put it together. And it used to be the sponsors were all around the outside in the outer ring,
Yeah.
and then in the middle were rows of tables, and that's where exhibitors or other sponsors would go.
Right.
Truth be told, each little of the Rep Fest, they're all a little bit different. We're in different locales, different
Mhm,
sure.
areas, different demographics we pull against, and that gold standard out there is the Midwest Rep Fest. It's really cool how they get a lot of sponsors, and they get a whole bunch, really a whole bunch of community members, exhibitors that aren't businesses. Jim, you're doing a good job, by the way.
Jim, you're doing a good job. Everybody, hey, quick round of applause for Jim.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they pull in a lot more exhibitors than we do, and we've never been able to match that. So we stopped trying to match that. We looked at how many people we typically come out from that perspective.
Mhm.
And we looked at there's a lot more demand for floor space for sponsors. So we made our problems the venue's problems, and they came
Sure.
back with what we think is a really good solution to help keep us there and keep us put in place, hopefully for a little bit longer in the future. And we have room to grow upstairs still for additional exhibitors. The floor is pretty much maxed out. It is a little bit more of a convention style look to it. It's comprised mainly of 10 by 10 booth spaces that are in that middle area, and then it's surrounded by 8 by 8 booth spaces around that. But it should be a good feel, I think, for people walking through. And again, what I think is really cool about the spot is being able to walk around upstairs and seeing from upstairs that eagle eye view.
Yeah.
Where do I want to go? What path am I going to take through there? At least for the first time.
Right. And I
That's gonna be so
always
cool.
loved the upstairs. I always loved that it was separated and you could go sit in the bleachers, grab some food, whatever it was that you wanted to do upstairs. And then you could look down pretty much over everything. Right.
Yep.
And I always love that about your venue.
Yeah.
We're also going to have some things outside, which I think you would like to talk about, Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Vic, you brought it up. You can roll with it. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
if you're just queuing me up, I can roll.
I don't want to get. Do we already show the schedule? I was doing this and didn't look, but
no, but I can pull it up.
yeah, let's do that. I want to show it because we were talking about. Now let's talk. While Caleb's doing that,
No,
let's
I
talk
don't
about
have,
outside.
no. The schedule isn't on the website, so.
No, it's on.
Yeah, no,
Twitter.
it's no. I don't think the schedule's.
It was leaked on Twitter. Remember?
Oh,
You mean? Yeah, no,
Not the schedule. I'm sorry. The floor mat. The
floor plan.
there
Okay.
you go. Okay.
But
here,
Vicky has the schedule. That's why. Yeah, my brain went.
Do you want me to bring up the floor plan? I can.
Yeah, let's do it.
I
Great.
think you should. Yeah.
Zachary 3D Prints says, "What is this?" Real quick, while you're doing that, this is the beginning of what will hopefully will be the world's tallest 3D printed marble run. You're seeing 2 out of about 22 sections that need to go together here, tall. And the Guinness World Record people have accepted my challenge, and we're going to do that soon. So I'm starting to build. That's what
This is probably a bad time to let you know that I've already printed and assembled a 30-foot tall.
Yeah.
Gun, so.
Hey, I literally am hoping that someone sees this and was like, I can go taller, because it would be so awesome. And that's what I'm hoping. So
Can we
right.
hang on, quick pause, quick side note. Apparently today is Photos Mint's birthday.
What?
So we
Happy
should
birthday.
wish Photos Mint a happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Fantastic. All right, you ready to show?
Birthday.
You want me to pull this up?
Yeah, let's do it. So here's
Boom,
what we
there we
were
go.
talking about.
Oh, there we go.
It looks awesome. It looks really good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and you know, if you want, I can run through this real quick, and I'll run with
Sure.
my mouse so you can see up here in the upper right hand corner. We start off with Midnight Giant, and then
Oh, I haven't
Jace.
seen Michael in forever.
Yeah, Mike, he's crazy with the swords and everything, the
Yeah.
weapons, and I
Mhm.
have him and Max, you know, close to each other strategically, because they both have crazy, you know, cosplay props and
Yeah.
stuff. But James Cameron, JC Print and Play, he's coming back to Earth.
Nice.
And he's doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air print
Yep.
contest.
Nice.
Free contest. Anybody can enter. One is Mechanical Marvels. The other one is just Best Print and Show. If you got a print at home that you really like, you're proud of, bring it. You can register at the event, or you can register in the Eventbrite. Either way. And then we've got Sparta 3D, 3D Hub Canada. If you didn't tell, you got a little Canadian corner here. Quality 3D, Capricorn, Lightburn Software, IC 3D Printers, 3D Printing World, Luke's Laboratory.
Speaking of filament stories, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Filament Stories down there. Autodrop 3D, Enable. And I'm looking over here at my other screen, so I'm sorry you're seeing the side of my head. VAT Engineering, Delta Maker, Nova Labs, A3DP, Vertical 3D Printing, Lone Star Makers, Euclid Probe, the Contrapasto Shop, Princeps, Recreator 3D, Izzy
nice.
Mel. He's just a guy, he's a local guy in the area, and he does incredible Star Wars recreations. He does a lot of stuff in the 1/6 scale. If you're on Facebook,
Ooh, yeah.
Star Wars groups, you've probably seen some of his works under that name. He's got
Speaking my language.
he's got a crazy 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon cockpit. It's not all 3D printed, but a lot of
Sick.
it is, and that'll be at the show. Soval 3D, Mid-Atlantic Droid and Prop Builders. We will have droids at the show this year. I've been waiting to say that for a long time.
Nice.
So good.
That's awesome.
And I think you're also looking for, these are the droids you're looking for. I saw
They
you
are the
post that
droids
into
you're looking
Facebook.
for, exactly. Duet 3D, E3D, Chris Riley, the Leak in the Dam. I mean, Scott at Edge 3D. Sorry, Scott. And then Jim. Jim's going to be there.
What? No way.
Sam Prentice is threatening to show up and have Death Racers.
Yeah.
We'll have Rich and hopefully the boss Barb from Green Gate there. And then in the middle, I'm going to go real fast. Fabrico, Filament PM, Big Tree /BQ, Thangs, Creality, Polymaker, Epax 3D, Micro Center, Slice Engineering, West 3D, Wham Bam, LDO Motors, Prusa, Printed Solid, Cocoa Press, the Weird Crazy Eyeball, that's Mammoth, the largest of all battle bots. It's 6 feet tall and 11 feet long.
Nice. Don't tell Mitch.
Yeah, exactly. Hugh Forge.
Mitch will be there.
Protopasta, Diamondback Nozzles, Soval we mentioned before, PO Poly, KB3D, Micro Swiss Filament Stories, the Gloop Brothers 3D Gloop, Overture 3D, DLP PDF LLC, MakerBox and Alien 3D. Those make up all of the different companies that are coming out and sponsoring ERRF this year. Awesome. It's quite a collection. I think we've got, a little bit of everything from filament to machines to hardware to retailers, awesome. and some cool things that people do with 3D printing like Mammoth. And, we had discussion about that. How does Mammoth fit into the show? Well, they use a lot of 3D printing and what they do, and they'll be able to show that off and talk to how they do that. So we thought they would be not only just something really cool to see, but definitely worthwhile and part of the discussion.
Yeah,
absolutely. I gotta throw this out there.
I feel like it's a little bit of everybody that is just people that we've met at other shows, people that we've worked with, people that we've invited, talked to. It's so many familiar faces and people that we haven't seen in forever. Like I got excited hearing that Midnight Giant was going to be there because I haven't seen him since Murph, like multiple years ago.
Yeah. 2019 is the last time I remember.
I know. And he and I were doing a little bit of a project together, and I think we both dropped it. And I'm like, I haven't seen him since.
Well, you mentioned Sam's coming. We have the Death Racers corner over there. It's going to be Sam Prentice, Tripod's Garage. I see Tripod on there, and myself. We have this huge 12-foot banner that we put up, and we're going to take over that area with all of our Death Racers. And then, not to mention, we're going to probably have an impedance of drag racers. Sorry. No, we have the drag racers coming back. Scott was going to let me race one of his. Now he's not. But I think he'd never let me race one of his anymore because literally both the ones I raced at Murph, I destroyed. I literally destroyed them. So not a Scott's though. That wasn't Scott's. But that whole racing thing is becoming pretty awesome with like what you guys have going with the Boy Scouts coming in, and then we have Death Racer, or what do we call them? Battle Racers. Battle Racers now.
No, they're Death Racers. They're
they can be.
So
on the schedule of events, it's called Death Racers.
Yes.
So real
There
funny
you go.
story about that one, Jim. Last year, I was a little concerned that the name Death Racers, it's just not family friendly, right?
Right.
So I told Sam, you got to come up with another name for them. And so they came up with the Durf Racers or whatever they were.
Whatever they were called.
And then last year at the event, the big boss of all events on campus, Stacy walks up to me, and I was a little bit nervous when Stacy walks up to me, and she's like, "Chris, you need to come with me. Please follow me out here." And she's walking down the long stretch towards the back doors, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And I'm catching back. I'm like, "I'll be right there." I had to go do something, and then I'm catching back up. Chris, there's something going on out here called Death Racers, and I think this just looks really cool. And I'm like,
nice.
"Oh wow, you just gave me a heart attack. I thought we were getting shut down." But no, she thought Death Racers were cool, so
that's
cool.
We're rolling with it.
And we're bringing the dragsters there this year. Speaking of Scott, he has done some amazing work on the dragsters, and we're bringing them out, and I can't wait. That's an amazing. Are we racing on the track? Where are we going to race the dragsters at?
They're good.
Loading docks.
Yep, going to be in the loading dock pit.
The pit.
Wait, in the same place we battled?
The same place you battle, so they will be racing.
It's just a
uphill.
giant ramp. Yeah, you're just
We're gonna have destroy. Oh, we're going uphill. Okay, away from the wall. Away from the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be going.
I don't know which
uphill,
one's more fun though.
But everybody's got gravity working against them equally. So you just pretend that it was flat, and they'll probably
uphill dragsters.
They'll probably last a little bit longer, I'm thinking.
I doubt it.
Maybe. We'll see what kind of airtime we can.
You want to know why I doubt it?
Maybe a separate category for airtime.
Yeah, I doubt it because I'll probably be driving one, and number two, the cement walls for barriers. We'll just say this. There's not many people that got down the track successfully anytime we've raced these things.
No. A lot of times they end up on the side.
So if you're coming, be prepared for utter chaos because
Scott says Jim will find a wall to hit in the middle of a 100-acre cornfield.
It's true. I hit more people at Murph than I did finish lines, and I hit 0 finish lines.
You hit more tripods and Sarahs at Rummer.
Yeah. Well, did you mean like Tripod's Garage or actual tripod?
Actual camera tripods.
Oh, okay.
It was somebody else that hit her, but
because I hit tripod too, I think at Murph. But no, I'm super pumped. The events are so much fun, and we get to come and hang out. And I think one of the best things about this thing's getting huge, by the way. One of the best things about these is the community. We all get to come, hang out, see how everybody was doing since the last event, or if you couldn't get to the last event. And one of the cool things about yours is it's on the east side, right? It's on the East Coast. You fly into Baltimore, super easy drive from Baltimore to Bel Air, and It's at the what college, right? Hartford Community College.
Hartford Community College.
Nice. Oh, this is scary.
You
It's
okay?
getting big.
Yeah. Well, this is only 4 sections.
How many sections are you gonna have total?
It was 20 something.
20s something.
So, and then Jim, just to add on to that, so it'll be you guys out there with the death racers, and then also the leak. I mean, the drag racers, and then
And
also
that's both days. So if you're coming Saturday or Sunday, and the same thing.
Awesome,
well,
awesome.
Our main derby races are on Saturday, and on Sunday we have a special sponsor class where the sponsors are running their cars, and that'll be on Sunday.
I'm hoping that we get enough of them. I'm not sure that they are, but
Scott is
the
like
other
new-
thing we're gonna have outside is Jeff is gonna be outside, and Jeff is the new employee from your buddies over there at 3D Gloop.
The robot.
Jeff the robot, Mr.
Okay.
Just Enough Physical Force. The Andrews are engineers first and foremost.
That's amazing.
So Jeff is spelled JEPHF, Just Enough Physical Force, and it's a bit of a gimmick, if you will, but it's to show off the incredible strength of the Gloop, the bonds made by the Goop. They're going to have, I think, teams of 3 sign up to tug of war, an unwinnable tug of war with the robot, just to prove how well Gloop actually holds things together. So Jim, know that you're using some good stuff on the model there.
That's awesome.
Oh, I've been a part of those tug of wars. I know
Tug of wares.
tug of wares. Well, normally I say that because it's like you're tugging and then you're on the floor and you're like, where am I?
Yeah. How did I get here?
Yeah. No, this stuff is amazing. I wouldn't have reached out to them if I could have got super glue or something, right? But this is the stuff that you want to use when you're sticking any of your materials together. There's different ones for different materials too. So shout out 3D Glue.
Real quick, earlier Courtney commented that she's hanging with Photos Mint, Charo, Brit, and Asylum Life and Clockspring. Are they all going to be there?
Yes.
Yeah, they're all going to be.
That is so cool.
Courtney has been curating quite the collection of personalities to be hanging out in that little corner
that's going to be
booth.
awesome.
She's really setting up I'm going to call it a vibe zone.
Yeah.
She wants people to come and chill and hang out and be able to talk and share.
Well, right next to the Gloop guys, right? And they bring sometimes I see them bringing like couches and making like a lounge out of their booth area.
There will be a lounge as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody said to mention that.
They're very coordinated.
Yeah. No,
they're very
what's sweet.
coordinated.
Oh, dang.
Oh, look at that. Courtney says yes, she has made friends. Nobody doubted you.
Wait, hang on. How do you do that? Can you
send Caleb tips?
Yes,
I can tell you it's not by dropping gloop in your hair like I just did.
Oh.
That's gonna be awesome.
Well, don't worry, it'll come out easy. It's as long as you don't put plastic around your hair, you'll be fine.
I don't even know where it went. It got me somewhere. Hopefully it's not on my glasses, right? That's
that would be the problem. Your glasses would be eye.
Fantastic.
Wonder how fast I can get new lenses. No, I'm super pumped, and to meet. Oh, I found it.
Where was it?
It's in my hair.
Nice.
To meet everybody in person for the first time is going to be amazing. I think it was Fotis and Clockspring's Fen. I can't wait.
I know.
I didn't see the whole crew, but I think I saw Fotis and Clockspring. I know Brit's amazing. Courtney, always amazing. But it's just like I said, it's like a big family reunion. That's what it really is. And
that's what ERRFs are supposed to be like. That's what the first Murph was. That's what the second Murph was. That's what Remurph, even though it was the first year, that's what that felt like.
Wait, so was the third Murph like that too?
Third Murph, I don't know how many Murphs there have been at this point. We're on Murph 10. Is that what's going on? 11? Yeah.
10.
They've all been big family reunions. I'm waiting for there to be like a potluck. Like everybody brings their grandma's like baked beans recipe, and that'll be fun.
Hugh Forge, I like your question there. I think is it Hugh? Oh, Hugh Forging. Sorry. Also, so we talked a little bit about who's going to be there. We talked about where they're going to be, some of the quick or some of the awesome races and outside robots. But there's always some amazing talks when we talk about ERRF. And I know Vicky has the schedule.
I have the speaker schedule.
Hey, I am going to leak this, Scott. Vicky has the schedule. Sucker.
We're overdue. We're gonna put it up on the website. And
so good.
Just like with our floor where we feel like there's something of everything, I think our speaking lineup over Saturday and Sunday has that as well. And a quick shout out to this year's build platform sponsor, which is LDO Motors.
Nice.
So I don't know. Do you want me to run down every speaker, or should just the things that caught my eye? Well,
yeah. How about
let's share the love. Chris shared the love of the floor plan.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Saturday morning, start our first up at 10:30 a.m. We are going to have a collaboration talk, which is E3D and Diamondback, and they're actually going to be talking about collaborating across the pond, across the Atlantic. If you're into filament, then at 11 a.m. you may want to catch IC3D's talk. It's going to be on the polyhex and the future of 3D printing filaments.
Ooh.
At 12:30, this is Breaking Boundaries, a new motion system for 3D printing, which is PO Poly. And then at 12:45, if you like open source and if you like resin, because we have a lot of FDM and FFF at ERRF, but we also have resin and open source and resin. This talk is for you. It's called Open Sourcing Resin Printer, and that's going to be with Samuel Boutine. How do you say that, Chris? Boutine. I don't want to mangle it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to mangle it.
So if you're going to mangle it, I'm going to mangle it.
I'm not mangling anything. I'm going mangleless today.
We'll have time on Friday during the setup. We'll have time to go and check everybody's names so we can do them justice. 1 o'clock, we're going to have Duet 3D talk. At 1:30, I don't know exactly what this is about, but it's called Learning to Love the Limitations, Constraints and Creativity. This is by Clock Spring 3D.
Ooh, I love that.
This was one of the things that stuck out to me.
Yeah.
I've read and heard, about Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, I've seen his movies too.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I've subscribed to is one of the great things about his movies was he had very strict censors to work around, and so part of his brilliance was figuring out how to tell the story around the censors. So I do subscribe that when you have constraints, then you have to be a little more creative.
A lot of cool creativity and ingenuity that comes from having constraints sometimes.
Yeah,
love that.
All right, and then 1:45 on Saturday, if you're into 3D modeling, and that's how I originally got into 3D printing. Was I dipped my toes into learning 3D modeling. AutoDrop 3D is going to be talking about JSketcher, which is a free web-based CAD program that you can use. And then, if you're like Chris Russell and you kind of gravitate towards the practical printing side, then the talk at 2:15 is from 3D Hubs Canada, and they're talking about solving real-world problems with scanning, precision scanning, 3D scanning. Then we have 2 talks back-to-back that kind of hit on the education space. So we have a talk about 3D printing in math, and followed right afterwards is 3D printing in science. And closing out the day, we'll have Prusa, and they're going to be talking about official brand profiles on printables.com.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that's just Saturday. And on
Nice.
Sunday, we do have a lighter schedule, 10:30 a.m. And this is, you see a lot of, I bet you see a lot of it in HotMakes, a lot of multicolored prints. So the first talk at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday is just about that. It's going to be adventures in multicolored 3D printing. And then again, we have something for our educators at 11. We're going to have education and training for additive manufacturing. And, then some of our buddies, like we talk about our Gloop Lounge, the Maker That Money podcast, they're going to do a little live version at 12:30. And
That's
I've
awesome.
found inspiration and guidance on their podcast on more than one occasion. So I'm excited about that one. And then closing out the day, upcycling and recycling is a passion of mine, and Recreator 3D is going to be there, and they're going to be talking about, they're going to reflect on home recycling and talk about the Recreator 3D.
That's awesome. We might have lost Jim. He walked away, and then I heard like the psh of like a microphone disconnecting.
Oh damn.
He was just overwhelmed by the
So
great
much.
lineup that we have on the build platform.
So
Sponsored
there's
by
I mean,
LDO
you could.
Motors.
It sounds like you could go the weekend and spend the entire time hanging out, watching speakers, and then barely even touch the show floor at that point.
I would say me and Chris and the rest of the team and our volunteers, we are there longer, arguably, than anybody else, and I don't get tired of it. It is
Yeah.
always something new to see.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love when an event is jam packed with that kind of stuff, though. When it's a not just a show, not just a trade show, but like an educational experience. It's something where you can go and you can actually kind of keep a schedule going. You can say, okay, I want to go to this, that, and the other. And between those things, I'm going to go check out this section of the floor. And like, there's something so satisfying about being able to make your schedule throughout the day to make sure that you meet things. Because a lot of these events, you'll just kind of go and walk around for a few hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours, and be kind of like, okay, I think I saw everything. But because you've gotten exhausted from walking around a little bit, you might have missed stuff. So having those opportunities to go listen to cool panels and then hop back out onto the show floor, you can be there for longer, which makes it feel like such a more exciting experience, and you bring more memories home. But also you have that kind of like dichotomy of the two different interactions, the two different ways to consume the event. And I love that. There's and I'm almost speaking about Comic-Cons here, is why I love that kind of setup. Because when Comic-Cons have panels versus when Comic-Cons are just basically a show floor, there's a huge difference between the two. So I appreciate that you guys are putting that much effort into making sure that there's a variety of content for people and you're giving people a platform to sign up and talk about what they want to talk about. That's so cool.
The funny thing, Caleb, is we think it's really cool to have that that platform there available for folks. With the arena and the capabilities we have there, the ability to have like that raked stage or the raked the stadium seating, so every seat watching the build platform is a good seat, and then even on top of it you can go watch it from the concourse up above if all the seats are full. I mean, you can have an audience real easy. It's 200 seats in the auditorium seats, and then you can have another 150 200 people upstairs watching you. That's a pretty big stage. Funnily enough, every year we have to scrape and beg for people to come out and speak. So next year, if you want to speak, let us know. We can almost always make room, but the past 2 years we've been kind of working extra hard to get people to come out and share their stories. And we actually do have some time that we could have filled this year, but we didn't have enough folks, so we move on. But I think it's, again, something really cool that we want to continue to do, because it just gives context to everything. And to your point, it makes the event a little bit different than if you didn't have it at all.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Oh, I hear marbles.
I do too. Yeah,
just one.
He lost them. He's losing his marbles.
Yeah, I'm out of marbles. Shout out. Of marbles, by the way. These are this whole set is amazing. You can find it on their website. They did give me the files back when I pitched this crazy idea like early this year, and shout out to them. But I scaled them up. This is 180%. It is I'm not gonna tell you right now because I need to calculate it. It's a lot of filament and a lot of time printing. Luckily I have the bamboo lab farm pretty much. I have working on right over here. I'm working on my sweet Ret Rig 500, and big enough to print some of this stuff. But spoiler alert, I saw somebody mention something, but the new bamboo printer. I mean, this is it right here. This is the new bamboo.
There you go. Hey,
No.
when you're done using those, when you don't need so many bamboos as a print
Yeah.
farm to print all those pieces, I might know somebody who might want to take one off your hands.
My wife.
Oh.
So Lindsay's already wanting me to bring more home, and I was like, we could just, have the farm here.
So
And she's
next
like, I don't want to
year,
go there.
next year, if you are, if you have an open spot for programming and you're looking for the possibility, and you're looking for more people, definitely next year might be a good time to do what I've wanted to do for the longest time, which is like a HotMakes open mic night, or where we do almost like a
live
show. Well, we do a live show, but then we do a what are the things? I'm completely drawing a blank all of a sudden.
This is your idea, man.
I know, but there's a term for it when you have like local city government are sitting around and the like
public forum.
Town hall.
Like a public forum. Yeah, basically where we have the typical HotMakes setup, but the third or fourth camera with the third or fourth microphone is just an empty spot that anybody at the event can just walk up to the table and join the episode. I would love to do something like that.
All right.
Someone asked me how many kilograms will be on the bottom rails. A lot, Marcus.
Are you going to have to reinforce? Well, you can't reinforce anything, right? Because then that doesn't count.
I mean, if it was 3D printed, I suppose I could. But we're going to pretend I planned for that. We're going for it. We're going to see what happens. I mean, hey, big risk, big reward, right? I mean, so...
Pride
we'll put it this way:
if
this thing makes it to ERRF, it will be big enough where I have to put the marbles in on the top level, from the top level. So there's that. And I know we have Midnight Giant. What was it, Chris? 18 feet. That sword he had in 2019.
Yeah, it's 18 or 19 feet.
That thing was amazing.
It's going to take forever for those marbles to come back down to Earth.
Ooh.
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 Well, we're about at time to do some HotMakes. You guys want to check out some HotMakes?
I would love to
go
check
get
out
some
some
gloop in
HotMakes.
my ears for that one. No, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. HotMakes. Guess what? Jim usually does a HotMakes, and I did not set up the screen. So hang on, let me fix this.
I texted you.
I know you did, and I didn't share it.
That's
it's all our fault, Vicky.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Something like a 3. Yeah. R2D2 a mobile Delta printer. There you go.
There we
That'd
go.
be sweet.
All right. That's what we. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Slam poetry and reprinting. Yes, Andrew. That'd be it.
I'm moving things around my screen, so I'm gonna try to keep track of.
Don't get gloop in your eyes.
I'm gonna try to keep track of chat and all of this stuff at the same time. This is why Jim does it. Here we go.
I can watch chat. I can see chat. I just can't control the screen.
Okay, cool. So the Jim, I'm pretty sure we showed this off last week, didn't we?
I don't know. What is it? No.
I thought we did.
That's new.
Oh, all right.
I'm pretending it's new. Okay.
Oh, okay. So what is it? So we're doing.
I don't know.
This is at Formnext in Germany.
Yeah. That's the Joel, right? The mini Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just saw it and I thought we showed it already.
That is the hottest make. That is a glass 3D printed mini Joel.
Right? Literally the hottest make.
Literally.
That's awesome.
Wild.
Hey, do you guys think we could have glass blowers at ERRF?
That might be too hot.
They have a maker faire outside.
Oh,
outside.
Nice.
But you're gonna have to get me an angle here. I mean, if you're saying that printer to show up, but you'd have to get me a 3D printing angle for glass blowers.
Ooh. Well, I mean, what if it was I forgot how tall this was. What if it was a glass 3D printer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would be in. Yeah.
Can you?
I just need that angle for 3D printing to be in there somewhere.
I like
Can
it.
we? Do you think it's possible for a glass blower to take a 3D printed item and then make that like I don't know why you would do that, because then it would defeat the purpose of 3D printing. So never mind. I take my question back. Let's move on.
Oh god.
We
Next.
have Marcus. Oh wow. So he was sending this to us over
Yes.
chat. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Chulu Benchy.
Yeah. The Chulu.
Well, no,
Yeah.
isn't this specifically
Yeah.
showing
So
off
he-
the
STLflix.com, right?
yeah,
Or
STL bro.
STL bro.
STL bro.
Are you
Yeah, it's
spelling right?
stlplease.com. So basically it's like
there you
if
go.
you have a file and you can't remember where you got it from, you can upload the STL and it'll search the web for the geometry, not the term, and it can find websites where it's been hosted.
That's
Right?
going to
Am I-
eliminate a lot of comments in the 3D printing Facebook group.
Well,
Jim,
no,
is that
'cause
correct?
You have to have. I think you have the Marcus. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you
I
trying to
think you
spell
have to have-
Cthulhu?
Chithulu, yeah. No, I think it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video.
Okay.
So, but I
Oh,
think, so he was pointing out the fact that it's hard to spell, right?
Yeah.
But Marcus,
Okay.
correct me
Okay.
if I'm
Yes, I
wrong.
would agree with that. It is hard to
Um,
spell.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Marcus. I believe you have to have the STL first.
Yeah, I think that's how I
Um,
understand that's how that works.
yeah.
But to your point, Vicky, that would kind of point out like that kind of eliminates that if somebody just shares a file with you and you're like, this is cool, but I feel like it might be missing a piece, or you want to take it and you want to like find similar things or whatever, you don't necessarily know what it's called or whatever the case is, you want to see where it was hosted. You're making a video, somebody emails you a file or something, or shares a file with you on a Facebook group and they don't credit it, but you want to be able to credit the person, or you want to make a remix of it and credit the person, you can search for it that way, which I think is cool. It's just reverse search.
Now, do you need the STL to put in there, or can you put in G code?
Oh, it doesn't search the web. It's indexed.
Really?
Oh, that's a good question, though, Chris.
I mean, because that would be more useful to me, because I have like I have things that I sliced,
Sorry,
and I have that slice, but I can't find the original STL for the thing that I sliced, and I want to
Okay.
reslice it.
Ooh, so far, that's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good question.
So far, all of printables is indexed. He said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I got that
This is
detail
scary.
wrong. What?
What?
What? Huh?
Nothing. I'm talking out loud. Oh, this is
Yeah.
scary.
He says mesh file, not G code. Good idea though. Oh,
Ooh, see?
I forgot to swap us again. There we go.
Yeah, with AI and the advents thereof, they could probably figure out how to make that work.
Yeah.
All right. So next we have Sam Prentice. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
great.
Oh, my
Oh, it hit hot dumps. Hot dumps.
Yes. So we have our first hot dumps challenge. What? I love that he's just making an epic video about this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, we
No,
were
you
both.
could adapt that to be a derby card.
You could.
Ooh,
Oh.
Sam, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I use the wheels, so it could go with the creatively fast challenge, which has
Yeah.
the big prize.
Isn't
Oh.
this I
geez.
think this is oh, and here's another one right here.
Mine is?
Isn't this
mine is right
Fix 'em
below that.
Dude's design?
Yeah, fix some
The dump
dude.
truck?
It's
Yeah.
it's a dump truck. So if you go down one more second there, or one more scroll, there you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That mine was not quite as an epic dump, but
At least yours
it
was
pretty
green. Yours
close.
was a green
Yeah.
dump.
You know, yeah.
His
Lot
was an
of-
orange dump.
Oh, that actually fit together. Sorry. I am
Imagine that the items fit.
No, it fit. I was a little bit nervous. Like, I haven't put any of this together yet. So I'm like, so this is it. This is like, oh gosh, this is freak out time, is what this is, right? Such a good print.
So
Absolutely.
Sam
fix
printed
them,
an
dude.
even bigger one, huh?
Sam's, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
he's dumping it up over
He's
here.
going all in on the hot dumps.
That is does Sam have the biggest dump truck on the
Yeah,
in the maker community?
I don't know that he has the biggest one, but I know I didn't make mine as big as his big one because he printed that on like a pretty big printer. I could probably
figure it out.
Get the Rat Rig 500 going, and then
that'll be.
But
our
he
next
has one too,
contest.
so that would be that'd be the same. Can we have a hot?
Is it
dumps
all hot
contest?
dumps? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, figure out who has the biggest dump truck
or the nicest dump truck.
The nicest dump truck.
I think we should do this. Hot dumps at ERRF. It's a thing.
Hot dumps at ERRF. Okay.
They're going.
Is everything you picked Sam's posts about the dump trucks?
Well, no.
It's pretty.
I mean, there's a couple other things.
That's That's one of the ambulances, right? Too.
Yes. There you go.
Adorable.
I wanted to
Hey,
show
we have
off.
something different.
He made the biggest hot dump of them all. So. Yes, this is
aliens.
sick, huh?
Yeah, this was a funny situation.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Are you familiar with the whole alien thing?
No.
So some guy he's what's known as a UFOologist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds
and he
legit.
brought these what he claimed to be authentic, real, actual alien carcasses to the Mexican government and presented it to them.
Oh yes.
And
wait, Caleb, they were from Peru.
From Peru.
He took them from Peru and brought them to the Mexican government.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
well,
sense.
but because he presented them, and he claimed that he had all these like tests done to prove, and he asked, or he invited other people to do as many tests as they needed to because he was that confident. But this guy actually, I forget if it was 2019 or it was quite a few years ago, he had presented these literally identical exact same things, and they were debunked. So he just waited a few years and represented
Tried
them.
again.
Yeah. So, and what ended up happening was because he presented it on live TV to the Mexican government, people thought that the Mexican government was releasing this information so because of that weird kind of like misunderstanding of who was actually presenting it and whether or not people thinking that because it was presented there, it was being officially released. It ended up making its rounds on the internet as like proof of aliens have finally been released, but that's not it. It was just some kook who was putting it on live TV.
Nice.
And it was
So
a
I love
bunch
that.
of like random human and animal bones that were glued together. And
like the fingers
wrapped
on one
up with,
hand
like,
were
weird
upside down. Yeah.
material.
His legs,
That's
I forget if it was legs or his hands, but they were just like the same arm. Like somebody did like a biological like study of the x-rays and was like, this thing wouldn't be able to stand up. Like the muscle structure that would attach to these bones, it would just flop over.
Well, maybe gravity's different on that alien's planet.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
That's fair.
Where's Josh? We could ask him.
That's why they're
Huh?
well. That's why they're not still standing and living. That's what it is. They got to Earth and gravity was not what they expected.
They got to Earth and
I
flattened
didn't
out.
bet that.
This is so funny though, because of course I just like everybody else. I got excited when I saw this, and then when I started looking into the story a little bit, I was like, oh, okay.
Ed C says, "Don't forget, it's supposed to have eggs in one of them."
Oh yeah, one of them supposedly had eggs. Like he claimed that it had eggs in the X-ray, but like, how long have they been dead? What?
Yeah.
How does it make sense? Anyway,
Yeah.
I love this.
Eggs last forever, don't you know?
So Stephen Poole printed these, which makes it official proof. If you could 3D print them, they had to be real.
There you
There you
go.
go. There you go.
I saw this earlier today too. I'm excited about this. I don't know if you guys saw the Barbie movie, but Sarah and I
This could be
absolutely loved
another
it.
derby car.
Yes,
Oh.
we need a Barbie derby
And
car.
I was wondering if we would
Yes.
see some Barbie representation.
Oh,
Do it.
hang on. You guys carry this for a second. I'll be right back.
You guys.
Okay.
Hey, we'll carry this. Don't worry about us, Caleb. We got this. Just joking. How many Barbie representation? Barbie cars? Is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
We'll be there. I don't know. What about
We'll have to see.
and he's back. I'm not sure what's happening, but he's back.
I had to change hats.
Oh,
I had to go to a pink hat.
No, it's
Why?
it's I am Knuff hat.
Oh. Oh, okay. I see now. I am.
I don't know what that means. I haven't seen the movie. If that's what
you
the
guys see
thing
the
is.
movie, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. I think Sarah's gonna want to print one when we. And then
I am Knuff.
I am Knuff.
Oh, I
Can't
saw
do-
another one
okay.
of these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This was awesome.
What is the okay? I'm behind on this. What is a maker brick? This is cool.
It's what you're looking at.
Okay, can I guess? I'm gonna guess that this is it's like maker coins
Fancy
where
pancake.
where they're always
What's up, fancy pancake?
Don't tell Sam that he's here. Is it like a maker coin, but they're it's kind of like a brick, like you make kind of like they're all in that kind of brick shape, and then you kind of combine them to make a brick wall.
Oh, brick wall
Of
of
ma-
makers.
Is that what's going on here?
Oh.
The 3D printing for Professor did something with like hexes like that with people who sponsored his channel.
That would be really cool. Kind of like when you have those like memorials that have people's names and stuff on the bricks.
Yeah.
That's awesome. If that's what it is, I'm just guessing.
What is this? Zombie Hedgehog says. Local Maker has been doing amazing bricks, just playing in Tinkercad with makers' names. I was aiming for a tortoise, but missed you. That's funny. Just playing around in Tinkercad, basically. But I freaking like
that idea
of a maker brick wall.
Let's do that, and then Jim will hit it with a death racer.
No, you know what? We got to talk about this because we could do one like at one of the events. Like if we had enough time, we have 12 days, right? We could do like a maker brick wall at ERRF. And
what if we didn't glue them together or anything, and we did some sort of cool like we ran like the winner or the loser or something of either the death race or the drag strip or the drag races, like gets to crash into the giant maker brick wall. Just cause carnage.
I was thinking everybody brings one and then you go home with someone else's.
I mean, that's how maker coins work, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. Kind of.
Or we could make it a community thing and we could build a wall. Everybody make one and send it over.
If you guys plan it, you can do it.
And we can make t-shirts and hats and stuff that say build a wall.
We are 5 minutes over. I didn't even realize what time. And Chris, I know you said you got to go at 7. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
It's all good.
All right.
Awesome. Well, I think
cool
that's done anyway for HotMakes. And if you got to bail, we definitely understand. I know.
Do we have any challenges for HotMakes for people for next week?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to help us come up with one?
Ooh, like what other maker genre?
Your derby cars.
Derby cars.
Okay, the derby cars. Yes. Do you guys have a hashtag for that or something? Or just tag.
I think it's 3DP Derby.
3D printed derby. 3DP derby.
I think.
But if you go to the ERRF website, there is a full page there dedicated to the derby cars.
Nice. I cannot.
Derby.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much, Chris and Vicky, for being here.
Thanks for
I know I've been
sorry we went over time.
Yeah. I know I've been semi preoccupied, but I've been listening, and I cannot wait. If you guys didn't know, I'm emceeing. They're giving me a microphone, which is crazy. We're gonna have a lot of fun. My wife and little guy are gonna be there, and everybody else. So come out, hang out with us in 12 days at Bel Air, Maryland, at the East Coast Rep Festival. Because
12 days is not long.
Yeah, not long at all. No. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. Anything else before you guys go? Any last words? Like anything else you want to say about the event?
Can I say something?
Yes.
If you are going to come, I would very much appreciate it if you bought your tickets ahead of time. So you could go to our website and click on the get tickets and buy your tickets on Eventbrite. You can definitely buy tickets at the door. It just gets you in a little slower and a little more work for me and the volunteers. Yeah. And then if you happen to want one of these ERRF shirts that me and Chris are sporting, we do not sell these at the event. You'll want to buy them ahead of time, and you can also find that on our website. We have a variety variety of colors. I also have a pink one. So if there are some
Ooh.
Barbie themed
Yeah.
cars, then I can, coordinate with them.
And hey, Jim, look what logo is under ERRF 2023.
Where?
Printed
Can you see it?
solid.
Can you see it on
Under.
your
Oh,
shirt?
yeah, there we go.
Under.
West 3D. That's perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm
And
gonna
then-
have to get one.
The only other thing I'll say is to everybody traveling, whether you're traveling locally or you're traveling from far away, please travel safe. Take your time.
Yeah.
We'll be here. We
Mhm.
look forward to seeing you in one piece.
In one
Yeah,
piece, except
We
for Sam.
definitely-
Sam
yeah.
comes in more than one.
Yeah. Sam is assembled when he gets there.
Assembly required.
It's the Sam bot.
Ask your parents' permission before dealing with Sam.
Yeah. No, thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you for putting up with me kind of doing this in the background. And I'm super excited. I'm going to keep this going. We're a little wobbly. I'm not I'm a little scared.
What if everybody just left the stream and
Yeah.
everybody else, and we just left your camera on for the next 4 hours while you kept
I
building?
might be here doing this. So there's that.
I was going to say,
But,
Caleb, I think he'll be there for about the next 10 minutes. Then the next 3 hours after that will just be a blank screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really putting it together, I promise. Yeah. And I run out the door. No, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I know we're running late. Everybody else, thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
See us Monday, so 6 p.m. right here on HotMakes. And
Thank you, Dirty Cars.
Drive fast, take chances. I get the dibs on Sam's right leg. I tell you what, Tripod, you win the tug of war, and you can have Sam's right leg.
Oh, that's not fair. Oh.
Anyways, Chris and Vicky, we will see you 12 days. I'm super excited. I really hope Vicky keeps that program list for me because I'm never going to remember all that.
Oh, yeah. Just come up when you come in. When we scan your ticket, you get your badge, your lanyard, and your program and stickers and some tote bags too.
Nice.
Ooh, a tote bag.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great night. We appreciate it. Have a great week. Scott, read your emails first before you post stuff. Everybody else, have a great week. We'll see you guys later. See you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was Doug, I think. Oh, hi. We're still on. Bye, Vicky. She's waving in the background.